Okay, well, we're getting started today. If you hear someone talking in the background, that's my wife, Pirate Author. She's also on Twitch and YouTube. You can find her there. I won't have my channel up on the computer right away as I'm trying to get some points for a PC game from Microsoft Points. Guilty as charged. So the computer's occupied, but something has happened. We've had to restart our streaming Ireland file. So Lucky Farms will try again. This time we're coming into town with a pickup truck, a mower, a push mower, and a workbench. No, it doesn't have a repair trigger. I'm on Xbox, so it's rather very basic. But at least gives us a garage feel when we land somewhere. All right. So, story behind this one is that we have been left in a will an Irish dairy. Oh, yeah, autosave. Real immersive. Okay, we've been left the Irish dairy that's down here on Rough Road, but nothing much else, except half the county. I mean, all these little random spots, things like that. We're just coming in from the airport out here to the west. Uh, the other thing that we've acquired, because our relative that had the dairy also had the VGA, so two businesses going. That should be useful. Now we have quite a bit of land to cover, but we don't own a house or anything that I can see so far. We're going to have to explore a little. So I think Field 50 might be the first place to stop, and we'll go from there. I'm thinking we take and build our own farm here. Got a little bit of money in the bank from previous runs, and other things that have happened. Um, there's rumor that he also was left a little bit of equipment. Nothing too big, but well, we'll find out. Um, they ran the dairy. They didn't really run the farms, so I guess it was like a rich uncle or something. So we're gonna pull up here just past Field 50. Yes, I've turned off the traffic, and I know, I'm a rotten American on the right-hand side of the road, whereas the Irish drive over here on the left. So the traffic is turned off. Just south of 50, wasn't it? Yes. So we'll turn in here. This looks promising. It's a front yard, doesn't it? Okay. Well, looks like we did inherit a house. Oh, nope, nope. There's somebody living here. That looks like there's somebody living here. Sorry, lady, I'll borrow part of your lawn. Wait, oh, you want to talk? Okay. Hello there. Oh, there's nobody inside that we can see. Um, hello there. Oh, you do want me to cut your grass though, because you saw the mower in the back? Okay. I'll come back around to do that. Taking over pieces of the county and the dairy and some other things in town. Thank you for the welcome and the cookies. Hmm. Nice lady. Let's come back. Whatever kind of cookies. Ah, kibitzers. Pardon the heckler in the background. Alright, well, that's the first turnoff we made. They get a nice curvy driveway to get to the house. What's our next destination for possible locations to land? I think we'll just keep going down this road. Looks like a business in there. This area to my left looks a little wild, but it's ours. That might be a good site to set up camp or set up shop. That is definitely somebody's business in there. They buy things from the farmers, looks like. No, that's not for sale today. Well, we've got our wild area and it's fenced off because of the farmer over here. What's this area? I'm not looking to buy one of the pre-made farms or anything. Just looking for an area that's got something to work with. Ooh, something on my right coming up. Is it this driveway? It is. Okay. And the one next door. Well, it's got a house on it at least. It's got some space for a yard, garages and things like that. It's got a connected garage. That's always fun. So just so you know, the houses on here are play pretend. There's no furniture inside, yet there's an interior. And the garages do not open. Yeah, that's me slapping the button a bunch of times if you heard it. The garages don't work. It'd be nice if they did, because that'd be a great pull-through garage to work with. Great shout out for the design work, but I wish they would finish it. I might just set up camp here, so to speak. Because I get a front lawn, I get a front yard area, I get a backyard area where I could put a barn or something down, you know, something small. A small garage that actually works. So, we're gonna park the trailer here. We'll leave the mower in the truck for now. I gotta find a fuel station one of these times. I don't know if there is one. We're gonna take another look, a little bit more look around the county and see. Alright. Looks like I have the property next door as well. Looks a little overgrown. Wow, with camera work. Oop. Not too hard to get into. Smaller garage. Oh, hi. Howdy, neighbor. I think I might take possession of the house next door to you. Is that okay? Good, as long as I can come over and mow the lawn. Right. Alright. What's that? Oh, yeah. The previous owner for this area says that I own a bunch of land. Oh, okay. You're paying me rent. That works. That'll be interesting. Yeah. If we look at the map. Well, these are my tenants, so I get to mow their grass. That works.
I think if they're your tenant, they ought to mow the grass and pay you for it.
They're gonna pay to mow their own grass?
Yeah,
Nah.
it's not their grass. It's
A
your
lot of
grass.
landlords actually do come around and do things like mowing the grass. You know, if you rent a house. Unless it's in the deal that you mow your own grass. But this is Ireland, so I'm pretending that, yeah. Alright, well, that one's an empty house. We'll have to rent that out sometime. But it's another property. Doesn't know any of the land around it, just the yard itself. What's our next stop? Up here on the corner, on the left. Okay. Nope, not that driveway. Not that driveway either. That's not ours. One of the farmers has picked that up and got himself a nice retirement house. He's actually retiring out and might need some help working on one of the farms, because his farm hands aren't always as good as they're supposed to be. But we're gonna make a left here. Okay, so a tardy forest, and the quarry, and a vehicle shop, and a racetrack. Racetrack? Racetrack? Okay. This is one of the places. Got a little greenhouse in here. And a garage. Not too big of a yard. Looks like the grass needs mowed in there too. I'd say it's lived in. They're not home right now, but it's lived in. We'll come around this way and visit the store. That's where they said my uncle's other trailer was, with equipment on it. We'll see what kind of mischief we can get into with it. Store looks like it needs its grass mowed as well. Wow. Ah, the town office. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit bigger lawnmower and a four-wheeler. Okay. That's the trailer they said was available. Well, we're gonna take that back to the house and empty it. Check out the machines, make sure they're functional. Let's take and do that real quick. Oh, looks like they just came home. I just saw the garage door close. We'll pull up here. Oh, they spotted me. Hello there. Yeah, a little bit of lawn to mow. Maybe a tree or two to whack down. Mm-hmm. You're another one of the rentals? Okay. Seems to be big business in this town. Wow. We're gonna be busy. I think we're gonna need some kind of a trailer to empty mowers into. Something. So if you're wondering what the GPS map down in the bottom left is, that's the map that's on my dashboard on an aftermarket device here. Oops, did I pass my place? No. That one's the empty, that one's the gentleman there, and then our place. Here. I got a very tight little yard over there. Wow. This isn't much to turn around in. We're gonna make it our own. Alright, I want to continue the map tour a little bit. Let's see what else we find. Already got two people that want their lawns mowed, so might have to get busy with that. Now, is this grass in front of me mine? Yeah. This whole block is mine. What's that thing across the road? Zigzag. Oh, that was that fancy house over there. No? That was down the road. What's this one? A little bit bigger house. It looks like a garage. Nothing else here. This spot looks like it's for sale. Well, for 91,000 we could buy that too. You know what? I might move in here because it does have a functional garage. And I can set up my base of operations in there. Let's do that. And we'll rent out the place across the road. Now, I want to make sure that I'm right about these garages, otherwise I'm selling it back to the landowner, the land office. What do you know? Nothing in there, but, okay. Oh, let's open up the other door. Okay. There's rumor that there's coal, there's stone, and there's iron all down in the mine. We don't own the mine yet, or do we? Oop. Well, save point is a good save point, yeah. That's the mine up there. And they'll sell it to me for nothing. Well, then I'll take it. Now we have all that turf too. Oof, that's a lot. Now I kind of have a house in the middle of town. Well, the middle of the county. Let's go get our trailers. Park them up in there. And then I have this place. I can rent out those two houses across the road. A little bit smaller. Family capable. And I can grass in this if I feel like. Alright. I like that idea. Because this is nigh impossible to turn around in. So this would be good for a little family. You know, 2-car garage. Plenty of bedrooms. And apparently I have that little office in the store area. That's my office at the moment. You know what? We're just gonna take and work on our own yard for the minute. And we'll take care of those tenants soon. And go from there. I know, a little different than my usual where I get into farming quick and heavy, but look, my trailer actually fits in the barn, or in the garage. Alright. Big trailer, I'm telling you. Alright, oh, so we do have a little skip thing here. We can put some grass in that. That'll work. Might have to get something like a bucket or something to put it in there, but... let's park my fun toy off this way. That's just gonna be for running around this farm, I think. Or this area, this property. It's not a farm yet. And our riding mower, come on. We filled it up with gas before we shipped it in here. So that's something at least. It's got a good sized bagger to it. Oof. Hand mowers. Alright. Oh, I think that parked a little too close to the wall. We'll pull it back. There. Okay. Um... Pardon me. No. Take a look and see what's in the dairy, if anything. See if there's any equipment there to work with. I think they said their forklift died and it went back to the store to be traded in, but never got a new one. And oh man, what a mess. Might have to put together a dairy farm to run the dairy. You know what? Let's take a little run around this. No, because none of that out there is mine except for... Well, yeah, I'll use this thing. So we got the hedge wall here. And then some wild ground out back here. That's nice. I might put a second shed or something back here. You never know. Is this over here mine? Okay, so kind of a diagonal marker. This down here is mine. The trees. But not the grass. Ooh. Kind of a grass field in between two of my areas. Well, we'll just buy that up. Heck, why not? Okay, so now my fence extends. Okay, that forest. And then this is kind of the end of my grass work field. See if I can grab some grass. I have some cows. Get some milk. Run the dairy. Looks like part of it's field grass at least, and then there's the fence line. And that over there is my wild ground. Unfortunately, I can't take out the fences when I buy this area. That's not a thing as far as I know. Just make sure that's still true. Yeah, nothing. Nope. No demo of the fence. Okay, so this ends up my personal ground for grass, essentially. And then the wild ground next door is that property. Alright. Here's a gate to get big equipment in here if I wanted to. Well, I don't have any big equipment yet, so... You've seen what I've got. Alright, let's dig out our mower and get that going. Unfortunately, this thing does not have a way to tow anything unless the skip gets taken off it. So, that's going to make things creative. But I heard tell of another Brant trailer. A small yard kind of trailer. You're seeing it kick out, but you're also seeing it pick up. Yeah, it's picking up. Take all these little patches of grass there. Right along the fence line here. Maybe put a greenhouse back this way. Or just have an open air garden. That'd fit with the area. So this will just be my personal space here, and decorate it as I see fit, kind of thing. Keep more toward personal vehicles in here, and we'll come up with a business yard, shall we say, soon enough. Getting difficult to see third person. There we are. Not much better than first. Okay, so we might have to get some kind of a tipper that the pickup can pull. That may be a thing. Something kind of lightweight because she's getting a little old. Still well maintained, but getting a little old. It's like a dirt trail leading back to the backside of the barn. Really? Okay. There we are. We just get some of these little patchy spots that aren't supposed to be grass. Get out here with some weed killer or something. I think I might do something with this place. I wish the house opened up. That would be nice. I would so love to be able to decorate indoors. But this is a farm simulator, not an interior decorator simulator. So that might be part of it. hatch didn't come up? I don't know. Yeah, it did. There. Now there might be some properties where even this isn't detailed enough. We'll have to use that hand mower on it, but we'll work on that when we get there. Alright, I think that pretty well cleans up my yard. Anyone comes around to visit, they'll see that. Maybe a spot here and there. Let's go out along the road again. Over here. Oh yeah, that's someone else's property in there. You have to worry about that, not me. I just want the ground around my house to look nice. There we are. Something like that. So I think this is going to require something bigger than a ride-on mower. Like an actual tractor. And then I'll have some grass ground to work with. Oh, my bag is full. Oh no, it's 99%. There we go. Now it's 100% full. Well. Well. It's at least something. Let's take a look and see what kind of things we can get. Take care of business around here. Let's see about the skip on this. What does it hold? So in case anybody's wondering, this is Lady Hill and I'm on the Xbox. And that won't dump into that. That makes things creative. I think it's down too low. Because when this empties out, it lowers. Oh, okay. I have an answer for it. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll put this along the back side of the house there. We haven't really moved in with any boxes or anything. That'll come soon. My moving company's supposed to be here. In the near future, at least. Let's see what kind of idea we can come up with here. So the utility trailer I used to use, this thing would get stuck trying to get up the ramp. Grant, it doesn't get stuck. It's just the angle of it. This gives us a little more deck to work with here. So I can turn this thing sideways in case I needed to get more equipment on this trailer. I'd be able to do that. We'll hop down there. I don't expect this to hold very much. There we are. It's holding more than I thought. Okay, so out a little bit. See, it doesn't hold a ton, but it does hold some. And that brought 100% down to 82%. Right. I need a bigger tipper. Well, we'll shut the pickup truck down for the minute. This thing holds 800. We gotta find a place to process some grass. What are we gonna do with it? Because that's a lot of grass there too. Good morning, Sid. Did I by chance forget to, or miss your first invite? I didn't see it come up. It said you sent 2.
Yeah, I think I saw one before that.
Alright, well, I'm sorry I missed your first invite. I'm streaming live on Lady Hill at the moment. Oh, yes, I'm peering offline so I don't get interrupted by too many people. And you're super quiet this morning. I don't know what, or this afternoon, what's going on. I wonder if this thing's giving me all my notifications. It gave me the notification that you sent a second, but not the first. I found kind of weird, but... Well, anyway. I'm not using the pre-built farm this time. I'm gonna do my own thing here. What's that? No, the cars on the game do not pay attention to much of anything. Sounds about right. I wonder if the gator can pull that. The Selec. What's 1,000? 1.6. 5 grand. We'll try that. I'm trying to find some small options for the gator to pull. But I also have a pickup, so I'm not too worried. That's one of the big built-in pre-built farms there. There were some more houses back on the left that were rentals of mine. Because I grabbed all the land that's free and not much else. Because I had to restart this one. So. Oh, looks like the road up to my BGA needs mowing. Let's see, will the BGA take grass? I don't think it did it? It took silage. Nope. Oh, that's if this BGA has a bunker. It does not. I might have to take and put one in. For the stream, I'm pretending I just moved to town, so there's a lot of things I got to adjust and stuff. No, they're fine. And then they come up with the angles are all wrong for a bunker in here. Maybe that's why they didn't put one in. Because that looks terrible in an angle like that. And there's... No, it's not the map. It's the bunkers that only go in a 90-degree turn. Well, I know the animal dealer down here will take the grass. So I'll do that. I'll put in my own bunker silo or something somewhere. That's a lot of maps where things aren't square. That's just kind of the way it goes. Is this the sell point? No, that's the animal point. Oh, well, the animal dealer does not take grass. Well, yeah, there's no trigger down here. That's just by animals. Farmer's market? I'm gonna run this gator into the ground if I keep this up, not knowing where to take stuff. There we are. Farmer's Market takes it. It's the old style building for Farmer's Market. Left over from Silver Run. That would have been nice. Silver Run should have been a base game map. If they're gonna bring back base game maps as, you know, available, they should just make them base game maps again. Bring back all the base game maps if they're gonna do it right. And do it themselves. Not wait for modders to do it. And then let the modders, do what they're gonna do as far as adjusting their base game maps. That's fine. Because that modified Silver Run was actually pretty neat. But this is gonna be one heck of a map to work on. Because I own a lot of ground, and I gotta figure out what to do with it. And we've got just short of $1 million to do it with. Yeah. Instead of the one we started. And shrinks them down. Did you remember to hit the button to include your audio? Okay. So New Frontier is another location that we play on. And it's got a couple versions in there. One where it's big blocks of area, and another where it's a little bit smaller blocks of the same areas. So it works. Oh, I was gonna visit the store real quick. See if I can pull that Salic. If not with this, then with the pickup. Hey, that'll hook up to that. Hold 1600. As opposed to the Gators next to nothing. That makes sense. Got a little trailer for the little Gator. Oh, the doggies? Yeah. Sorry, folks. Sid's not including his audio today because his dog is sassing him. Yeah, puppy might be trying to tell you something. He didn't say. Is it Ranger that's sassing you, or is it one of the others? Or the other one, rather? Yeah, it's Ranger. Pass along the message that he's being predictable. I think because they have a lot of European players more than anything. Oop, there we are. It automatically emptied into this thing. Well, let's see if I can clear my notifications and see who's selling me viewers today. Oh, I actually got a chatter on there. What do you know? Oh, didn't have my glasses on. Harder to read messages when you don't. B. Jordan, how you doing today? Yes, I'm trying to do a roleplay map on here. I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to work some small tools and maybe expand from there. Take my time on working on some of this.
That's an interesting way to do that, by the way. I'm included now.
Yeah? Alright. Oh, are you watching the stream as well?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, welcome in. It just kind of made sense, you know, because they need the height, and the mower just does not have that height. And it's still not enough space to empty it all the way. Wow.
See about another Celic.
You can't tow a second Celic in here.
But you could.
Nope. No hitch.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
License plate where the hitch would go. Darn it. Well, that makes things creative. And this is just from mowing the little personal area around the house and the garage. And out to the road. That's not even the big field I bought next door, where the deer is out there.
All right.
That's quite the mower. It holds way more than the little trailer. Let's see something. What's the next size up? The Farm Tech EDK.
That one, I believe, does train.
The Farm Tech?
Yes.
Yes, it's got a trailer hitch to it. So, I might take the Salic back and get the Farm Tech. But will it hook up to the Gator, is the question then. Or will it hook up to the pickup truck? And I came into town with one other trailer. I'm gonna go grab it from across the road where I left it. We'll just back this guy up over this way a bit more. And that Brant trailer is actually impressing me quite a bit because I've been able to do quite a few things with it.
Interesting.
So that's something. But when I came into town, I came in with the push mower that's in the garage and not much else. Now this is a couple of my rental properties over here. I thought about taking this spot, but the garage doesn't work, which is normal for this map. None of the garages work for the most part, unless they're the big ones like what I've got over there. And they're built into the map, so you can't even take them out to change them. Same goes to the houses. I'd love to see an interior in the house, because it's got floors. It just needs, like, pretend furniture or something to move around in there. And make the garage doors open. We can decorate from there. Might have to gravel this driveway a little more. It's kind of rough to start with, but that's okay. Like I said, just moved into town. We're just getting, well, just getting started. I'll put my bench back this way. Garage. Where to put it? Where to put it? Probably that back corner over there. Up. Boy, those forklift arm things work well, don't they? The forearm straps. I forget what they call them.
Forearm straps.
Yeah.
But little workbenches like that, yeah, you can move those on your own.
Yeah. Usually I'd grab one that has wheels, but they don't have one out that's got wheels. So. Well, we'll turn that off for the minute. Don't need to run through more gas in that truck. But this is a different location than what I usually pick on. I usually pick on that northeast side. You saw the place that I showed you last time you were on this map.
Uh-huh.
Question is what to do with this place. I think I need a bigger mower for that ground over there. And save. I just want to show you. So we came into town from up north here. There's nothing until you hit the sell point there. That's that. We pulled in here, but there's a person living here pretending. They just want their lawn mowed because they're renting the place from us. That's got a business and a house there. They also want their ground mowed. A couple of houses in here. That's actually a spot where we pulled in originally. There. Now you can see it a little better. There's a house there. They want their front yard mowed. They don't own much of the ground around them, just that. Same goes to the next door neighbors on those two houses. And then we bought this place and the grass yard next to it. And we own the forestry space behind us, along with all this wild open space back here. I think that's where we're going to build our farmyard once we clear that out. So I had to get a hold of a tractor and a brush hog, looks like. Work on that stuff.
Sounds like you got your work cut out for you.
I do. Do I take the gator in for another load of grass to sell, or do I want to go and get my brush hog? Challenges.
They're real.
And hopefully Pirate will remember to raid my channel if she's got any viewers. But yeah, they've given us the ability to be monetized courtesy of the Twitch Turbo program, I guess it is.
Did they monetize
So,
yours?
yeah. I
Hmm.
don't know if it's full monetization or just if you've got the turbo. I think it's just the turbos. So, and I don't know too many other details about it after that. I think we're going to take this to sell and see if the farm tech will hook up to the gator. I don't want to go too big too fast if I don't have to.
Yeah, I know.
So on your forestry version, you want some help on it or
Actually, I decided to go with the map of New Hope.
You eaten anything?
New Hope? What?
Have you eaten anything?
The glass of milk. Not really.
Yeah, so
Wait a
I'm
minute.
starting looking for seeing what's available on the market right
Grass
now
has
for my stuff.
a couple places.
And I'm looking like I'm gonna have to buy new
Hmm.
because there's nothing really good on the used market.
You know what? There's another sell point for grass that's a little closer to home than the farmer's market. Let's take a look up there.
But I'm looking at tractor to start out with.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a pretty good budget, but all I've got's a little plot of land.
So you don't need much as a tractor goes, just like a small tractor.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe something powerful enough for that brush hog.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about maybe the 6300.
That could work.
Because if I power chip it, I don't put a weight, I put only 60 kilograms on the front, right?
Yeah. Um, if that's that newer John Deere that we just downloaded recently, don't leave the front loader arm on it when you go to save and exit.
Why is that?
It's got some kind of an error that I wish they would fix, and they haven't yet. Where the front loader arm comes up behind the tractor. Thought you'd love that one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Alright, well that got that sold off to this guy. At the moment I'm just selling grass. Like I said, the grass from the personal ground. Nothing too wild and crazy. So Lady Hill's an interesting map though. I can actually get the Colossus around this map. It's just challenging. Actually, the Salic pairs up with that Gator almost perfectly. I'll still go get a farm tech, but this works for the yard, I think.
And I'm thinking a little trailer that I can pull with the International. Just to move
The
stuff
international
around.
pickup?
Yeah.
What kind of little trailer, like a flatbed, or?
Yeah, I was looking at a flatbed.
I think I'll go for the EDK 650 with the auto load available to it. And being that I put the mower up on the trailer, I wonder if the extension will be okay. Huh. See, this way I could have different versions of this one and have a flatbed as well, but I don't really need it with that brand.
I can see that.
I'm just looking at how the connector, the hitch on it is set up. It looks like it's a long enough tongue that it's not going to cause trouble with the tipper that's on the gator. So that might be the answer on that. Oop, not that. Yeah, we'll hang on to the Salek. I'll just park it around back for now. In case the farm tech doesn't work out. This is quite a bit bigger than the gator, I think.
Okay. It doesn't do it there. Okay.
I'm gonna put some miles on this little gator here. Good grief.
I don't know. You think the utility trailers won't do it, will they?
Won't do what?
That little tractor.
Not terribly well. They're not meant for the big tractor, or the small tractors even. They're more for a utility tractor, like the garden mowers and stuff. Side-by-sides. Lightweight. Utility vehicles. Or in the case of one customer, way too much feed. Compared to, you know, what their vehicle could hold.
All right.
Okay, well, Farm Tech looks a little bigger than the Gator, but it connected.
If it'll connect.
It did.
I was talking about mine.
Oh. And mine's gone to a spinning ball of doom. So I have to refresh the page over here. I don't know why Twitch on my laptop keeps doing that. It just wigs out where it doesn't work.
Because your laptop Wi-Fi sucks.
It's old.
Because your laptop is ancient.
Not ancient, just old. Okay, the next question is, if I put stuff in that Farm Tech trailer, is it going to bottom out the gator and cause it to pop a permanent wheelie? Because I think that's
Probably.
what's going to happen. It's going to be too heavy. mean, she's already shorter than the farm tech as far as connector height goes. Interesting.
I guess the only thing left that I need on this is a way to pick up grass
Yeah.
in a
Some
way,
kind of small loader wagon, or
either a small loader wagon or a baler.
balers are cheap.
They
Well,
are.
let me rephrase that slightly. Let's see something. You get the baby baler for 22, you got the hand baler for 500, you got the John Deere for 12,000. That's about as cheap as those get on a square. Round balers start at 60 grand
Hmm.
and just keep climbing from there. Forage wagons start at 30,000 unless you're getting the bagger from the Husqvarna or the John Deere.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. And even the TARDIS is 50,000. So I think baler's about the best way to go with it.
Yeah, and I've got the horsepower to do the square baler.
I want to say that's going to be short enough to do it, but I'm not certain now that I'm looking at this.
Now I might as well pay to wrap already too.
Yeah, the farm tech's too tall with the extension on it. At least, I wonder. Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back with the tractor to get the wrapper.
Remember to get the pull behind wrapper, not the 3-point wrapper, right?
Yep. Luckily, I'm right outside of town.
Yeah. Not quite as much distance to cover as what we had going.
Um, I chose a fairly close place. You'd have to see it.
Yeah, I don't think this lifted the trailer high enough for that to unload into that. Nope. Okay, so the farm tech without the extension, maybe, but not with the extension. Interesting. I think for the yard here, I'm just going to keep with the Salic. Alright. Um...
But yeah, I just moved into town. Pretty successful in my last adventure. So I was able to come in with a nice amount of money.
All right. I'll put away the mower for a minute. I think it's time to start taking care of the big ground out here. That little mower issue, I can fix that any old time. Let's get a little something bigger to work with.
But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should get to start my little empire that I'm going to do here.
Good question. Um, I think I might go for a 6300 myself. Leave off the cabin till winter. Don't have a need for it. We'll chip tune it and throw some Michelins on there. I think it's the medium tires that give you the four-wheel drive, like I said. Maybe not. I don't see a drive line to those wheels. Might just be in the axle. Not worried too much about any of the other stuff. Older style stickers and things.
The older style stickers look better.
I agree. I like the stripes. Um, did you put a front loader to your 6300?
Yeah,
Which model front loader arm?
I did the Howler.
The Hauer? Oh, let's see if it messes up like the Quickie did. Interesting.
And I did the second Howler.
With the black arm or
Mm-hmm.
green? Hmm. You think the color might make the difference on it?
No, that was purely aesthetic on my part.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm going to get a plow or anything to start. But I might grab a second plot of land.
I'm going to try the Quickie again, but not the smallest arm. I'm testing that piece of the puzzle. Because the 663R is meant for the 6R. It's a bigger tractor than this thing will ever be. So we're going to go the Q6M. And see if that makes a difference on it. Previously, I had a problem with the mod. This is for the folks on the stream. In the video, previously I had an issue with the mod where the arm would show up behind the tractor when I reloaded the file. Okay, we're gonna go get that. And And then
Oh, I got a little bit of forest land.
I'll pick up the batwing.
Yeah, I think I should pick up that next land. So if we look at what I own, I don't know if you're looking at me or not.
I'm not watching your stream. I probably should turn it on though, huh? Assuming you're streaming.
I am.
Okay. Let me take and open that up. It just takes a minute. I'll have to flip flop back and forth between, but it's loading.
Yeah, so I got it set up. I own a little bit of forestry behind the town.
On a little forestry behind the town. That works. Let's see if I can get this to load.
Ooh, I just thought of something I might want to buy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Might want to buy a windrow.
Couldn't hurt. Oh, I didn't pick up any tools to go with the arm, but let's see if the arm connects first. Well, it connected without any issues. A little bit wider, so I can have the full weight on there.
Odd, it's looking like it's not letting me mow.
It's not. Looks like you're pulling the mower. I got yours to finally come up. Oh, did you drop down your mower?
Too bad you can't fix the other problem I'm having.
Huh?
Definitely drop down.
And it's not mowing anything. But it's your ground. No, wait a minute. Is that an animal pen of any sort, maybe? I thought I saw critters to your left.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't let you mow that then. Huh.
And this is the first month.
Maybe it's just that map.
Go electric, go electric. Shove on your tail.
Looking like I might be buying a little plow.
Yeah, might have to buy a plow for that space. Is it normal to have just a stripe of a advertisement down your right hand side?
I don't see what you're talking about.
Oh, it disappeared.
Because it ain't mowing anything. I don't know what you think. Should I just buy a plow?
Have to pencil in spending time with you.
Alright, did I already pick up the bucket? I don't know. I'll pick up a bucket.
No, you didn't. You were. I was still streaming, and you got on and totally distracted me from what I was saying.
Hey, B. Jordan, thanks for the follow.
And apparently I already bought the bucket, because I bought a second bucket now. I have to return one.
But, welcome into the, welcome in. Um, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I can't, why this mower isn't mowing anything. I own the land.
That's on which map again? New Frontier?
New Hope.
Or New Hope? Okay. Might have to pick that map up.
Kind of a pretty map.
I think I had it previously and it uninstalled it at one point. Ooh, this barely fits on the Brant. If I want to fold that trailer ramp. Oof. Okay, so for balance point issues, I'm going to have to back up a bit and hope it doesn't fall off the side like it loves to do. Why? Why? Nope, we're going to have to try this again. It didn't stay on.
But
Maybe we'll back it on.
put down a little farmhouse.
Hey, looks like I hit a couple of the weed patches in there,
Yeah, it hit those, but that's about it.
but it's not picking up the grass. That's interesting.
What do you think? Right about there for the farmhouse?
Yeah, it looks good. You gotta remember that what I see on your stream is a little bit behind.
I know.
Oh, almost perfect with the driveway, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, but this...
Grab one of these. Let's see about building me a house. Or at least in the first stage of it, right?
Yeah, because you have to build that house. And she has said that she's going to put out more constructibles later. Because I asked the modder who came up with that little hut.
Hmm. That was
So that should be interesting.
Omatama, right?
Oh, yes, it is. She responded to a message I put on her YouTube when that um, when that was a mod preview. Oof! Shoot! I didn't have the bucket up high enough.
I'm just gonna drive a little tractor into town.
Oh, you're kidding me! It's gonna be stuck on the trailer now. Well, we'll get creative with that in a minute.
Nah, disconnect, use the bucket.
I got a way I'm gonna do it. Let's strap it and go. Let's see about getting rid of that spare bucket. I don't need another one.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, the mower popped off because I had the bucket down too low for the ramp when it came up.
Mm.
I had to flip-flop it backwards like that because of the weight on the tongue. And the truck wasn't having it before.
Yep, your stream paused.
Did it? Yeah, it did. No, it's still running on my side.
On my side, it did. You know, that's a big, beautiful tree. Let's see if we can take it. Nice and low to the ground. Not allowed to cut that tree. Go with this one then.
Okay, I've kind of got both streams side by side here. There was a thing about setting up to stream together or chat together, something like that. Do you know how that all works?
Not really.
Hmm. This pickup truck's not really struggling with the trailer, but not really gripping the road as good as it usually does either.
Looking at this.
I might have to pick up 77 as I think that's my front yard. Plus the side yard there. It backs some trees.
I take that there.
Or fronts on the trees.
That one there.
There's still a fence between the grass yard and the trees. I have to go all the way to the other side of the map to get into that forestry ground. Looks like, I think.
Why not just take the fence down?
Because it won't come out. It's permanently on part of the map. This whole fence line is not removable, like the farmhouses.
Otters, why do you do that to us?
I wish I knew. But this grass here, I'm considering buying as it is wrapped around the house as my front yard. Yeah, that's gonna be mine. $24,000 for some grass ground. Okay. Now I can mow my front yard.
I don't know. What do you think? Should I get the, should I go ahead and buy a plow
You might have
and
to,
a seeder?
because that ground is just not playing nice.
Didn't accept the tree.
And it's not that you're too close to town either.
Oh, I gotta sell the wood into that. That's interesting.
There are two ways this is going to work. One of them I could pull it off the regular ramp. The other, I'll back that tractor down and right off through over the tongue. And it looks like neither one's going to play nice. Okay. May have to go your bucket method anyway.
Yeah, go to the tongue and just push it forwards.
Yeah. Well, good idea, bad idea. Kinda didn't work. Uh-oh. Well, that makes things creative. Let's see if I can lift it by a wheel. No. Well, that makes things creative over here.
That kind of does.
I may have to reset the trailer or the mower. Didn't want to do either. It's acting like it's still strapped.
Go up to it, strap it, and unstrap it.
That might be it. Like I should be... There we go. Maybe that's what it was. There we go. Now the wheels are loose. Let's see if I can just pull it off.
I'm gonna try it this hot.
Okay. Well, that was adventurous.
It looks like it.
I think the garden tractor is just going to be for my little garden here. And then the farm tractor for the big fields and stuff. That's going to be a thing.
You do.
Alright, so it doesn't seem to matter what map or what crop it is. No matter what, you get a lousy yield on the first run. Good.
Yeah, I mean, look at the first run running the mower around this thing.
Well, at least this map the grass works. I don't know, why do modders do that kind of stuff to us. Put down grass we can't mow.
I mean, it really doesn't make it any harder.
Maybe there's something in the coding that's just not been done right. And that's all it is.
All right, so I need a sheet plow that'll work with my current thing, which is this. And then I need a cheap arrow.
I think if I can, I'm going to plow a space through that hedge and see if that works to remove the hedge. So I have a way into this backyard.
But yeah, overall,
Yeah, both streams have paused for me here.
By the way, I tried that. A flavor. Put flavor on it. I think it was like a peanut flour or something. But with flavor, I can make it. I'll use like homemade buttermilk thing. Oh shoot! Really bad.
oh, well, that's fine.
Well, so far so good on this cut.
Yeah,
I have to come back through and do a little detailing, but not too bad.
that's not bad. And I just got to pick up a little cedar.
Are you able to plow the ground?
Hopefully.
Your stream went super blurry uh, on my screen. Oh, that's weird. Now you're just cutting a log. I don't know, maybe I'm behind on your stream or something.
No, that's what I was doing.
Hey, this just got to our place.
I'm dropping off wood at the house.
Yeah? Okay. This big square area I could see leaving as a field. I might take and cut off that backyard. Make that into a sheep pasture or something back there.
So does that mean I need more wood?
Did you say over there is super blurry?
Sid's was super blurry
Hmm.
on my screen.
Oh.
Was. It isn't anymore. It's back to normal now. I don't know. I think it's because it's trying to load my stream as well, and it's just not doing it.
Could be.
See, some of their GPS lines just don't make sense. Zigzagging like this, you'd spend more time backing up and turning around than you would mowing. Yeah, I think this little triangle piece on the hill might end up sheep pasture. That's gonna be a thing.
I miss Pirate.
I don't think she's got any volume turned up. Sid says hi.
Well, she said hi in your stream.
Oh. Ah, there it is. Well, the chat's working, the video's not on my stream. Now, I'm also going to try something with the grass mowing. Yeah, maybe that's all it is. I'm going to skip a line. Each line, I'll do hay for what I've got cut, and then come back and silage the others. But this field, I kind of got a little off on that. I should have picked up after the headlands and then done that. But the two different time cuts make for an interesting look on the ground. You ever notice how like a football field or a baseball field, it looks like they have stripes?
It's done by the way they cut it.
Yeah, it's the way they cut it or the type of grass that they put down in some cases, or so I'm told. So I'm trying that on this map just to see if I can do that. And I won't cut the silage part until next month.
Ah, so they're a month off.
So if I cut it a month off, like that, it'll grow back a month off. like that. See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. How do you like that
I
one?
just Yeah, I paused your video on both on mine. Welcome in Sims Gaming. I see you in here too. Uh, the view I've got on my stream, the video is not working, but the rest of it is. I'll refresh the page again.
It's working fine over here if you want me to monitor.
Yeah, that might be the best answer, because
You know I will relay all my settings.
and I'd love to be able to watch your stream as well, Sid, but I think I gotta turn one or the other off. So I'm not sure which one I should turn off.
Turn off mine.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this thing to function then.
So I need
Well,
a
I might just
seer.
have to redecorate the house a bit and fix the situation. Ooh, that's something I haven't tried. Brush hog. Does that kill these? No. It's as if the hedges aren't really there.
That sucks.
Okay. Well, I had to try.
Tell everybody that you got they press 7 points subscriptions.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the viewer side looks like, but just the other day I signed up for the monetization for Twitch. Um, I wish I knew more details about it, but supposed to be a thing where if you've got the Twitch Turbo, I think it's called, then you can subscribe to the channel now.
It gives me the option to subscribe.
I can subscribe
It does give
or
you an
get
option.
subs.
Okay.
No, I don't have turbo.
Oh, it just gives everybody the option to subscribe. Okay.
Like you said. I don't think I this whole return. That's the crappy battery apparently. Is this back on?
Yeah, please.
You realize it makes the battery crappy when you leave it on, right? That's how I do it.
Hey, look, anti-grav tractor.
Oh, gotta love games that are supposed to have good physics and don't. Sometimes you just have to really wonder what the developers were thinking. Or if they were thinking.
The question with this becomes, do I need to add more wood?
What's it say is in storage?
2,300.
2300. What's it asking for the build? The current stage of the build.
Wood needed for required materials for next step, 567 liters.
Then I'd leave it be, because if you put too much in, you don't get it back out.
I put one tree in.
Ah. Yeah, with the constructibles, if you put in too much material, they don't pay you back for it. The exception being like on Silver Run Forest, where they have the roller coaster. You get paid every time you deliver wood to that, because you don't own the roller coaster. So technically it's a sell point constructible.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a pretty good idea. It paid for delivering the wood. Makes sense.
It does. And now I'm making a field.
That makes sense.
Well, my thoughts behind that are is if I make a field, it guarantees me the ability to harvest grass.
It works. Okay, it's the same kind of story here. I'm going to stripe it again like I did the other one. Maybe not on the short side here. I might just cut that. But I'll skip a row over here. And they're not big fields, so it's not a big deal. Either that or I hay one and silage the other and just cut them straight. I don't know. That might be the easier answer. Looks like it leaves like a stripe and a half otherwise.
Your one way where you do one then the other, that's what I would do.
One field this and one field that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be the easier way with the smaller fields like this.
Even
Easier
with the
to
larger
manage.
fields, going off what they do around where I'm at,
Yeah, just do that then.
that's what they do.
And then I could just bring the yard grass out here to wherever I'm gonna silage or hay it, depending on which is which, and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And use the garden tractor to get the edge work around those trees. So I might take out those trees and plant some trees at some point in time too. Because I want a tree line around the house, but not these serviceberry trees. They're not my idea of fun. They don't put out any wood that's usable.
Mm, they do. It's just not good.
It's not a very good yield on it.
Honey, 185 for the king points. That's what they actually said.
Huh?
185 for the king points.
Oh.
We were talking about that yesterday,
Oh.
and they actually listed it in the house.
Well, let's just finish cutting the grass out here then. And then we'll take and hay one and silage the other. Not that I have cows right now. Maybe that's another answer I could put up in that corner is cows, but it's an awful small area for them.
I think this will create a good field. It'll gravel in above this. Create a yard. Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, why does toilet paper have to do with Joey?
Uh,
Live stream.
This is the after fact, but
You should
such an
probably say
interesting
that.
conversation to have on stream.
I'm sorry it happened to be the commercial that showed up. You say worse stuff on my stream.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You want me to play one of my recent videos?
You know what? I think I'm gonna take and turn off the stream because she's getting ridiculous about this.
Nah.
It's impossible to get anywhere on this when she's like that.
Well, be sure to put a rate in.
Yeah, I just gotta go to the other view so I can do that. Because the mod view, I don't see a button for rating.
No, you've got to be on the content creation page.
Content creation page.
Stream manager. That's the one I'm looking for. Well, you're more than welcome to join me for a little bit.
Yeah, I think I will do that. Um,
Maybe I'll rent another tractor or something.
Trying to remember where to find the button for the content creator screen or the stream manager screen.
Picture in the upper right hand corner.
Okay.
Creator dashboard.
Ah, there it is. See, I need to have a way to have more than one of my own page open, apparently. And then stream manager. There it is.
Hmm. And then it looks like an axe header or a parachute.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I'm used to seeing on the mobile app, not the mod view I've been using.
Yeah, I use my stream manager to watch my stream.
There we go. That says you're farming on Alma.
I'm definitely not on Alma.
Oh, that's the name of the stream, I should say.
Oh, thank you. I need to
Just,
edit that.
just to, just to let you know about that.
You rating Sid or Sid rating you?
I'm rating Sid.
Okay. Can you rate more than one person on
There
your
we go.
stream?
Now it's fixed.
Ask Sid.
You can't raid more than one channel, can you? Because your viewers come with you when you raid.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Well, you can raid with only you,
Yeah.
but it no longer counts towards your goal count because you have to raid with 2 people.
Yeah, so the idea is to raid with more than one person. So I'm turning my stream off. Alright, well, anybody still watching on the YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch. Come on over and visit when we're live. I try to get on as often as I can, but not as much as I want to. But, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. I think I might take some time today and rearrange my area and see if I can create a way to put a computer monitor over here.
Well, welcome in,
Other
viewers.
than that, other than that laptop. So, anyway, catch me in the next stream or video. Don't forget to share it and all that kind of good fun stuff.